Hello and welcome back to the channel. David here with another review. If you remember a few months back, I reviewed the HP X360 14, a very nice, very well equipped little convertible laptop that I would say was aimed more at the family entertainment kind of device. Something that you would leave around for your family to use to watch movies and surf the web, etc. It was a great little laptop, but for some users it would be slightly underpowered. Step in the HP Spectre X360 16. A laptop that keeps many features of its little brother, but comes in with a more powerful processor, higher resolution screen, and includes some of the latest Ampere-powered NVIDIA RTX graphics. This is a really nice and very attractive, well-equipped laptop. This one's priced around £1,800, and they can reach as high as £2,300 if you go for the top spec one, which will come with 1TB internal storage and 32 gigs of RAM. However, HP has some really good deals on their website at the moment, and after all the savings that they're offering, this laptop can be had for just over £1,300. Not sure how long those deals are going to be out there, but if you are in the market for this type of machine, it is definitely worth heading over to their website and having a look. But before you do that, let me actually review the laptop for you, starting off by giving you some of the specs. Even before you open this thing, you can tell that it's a premium device. It is a nice and probably familiar to most unboxing experience. Inside you get a nice vegan leather sleeve, which will provide good protection if you decide to take it out and about. With this model, you will also get HP's rechargeable MPP 2.0 tilt pen, which is a really nice addition to have, especially with the tablet style functionality of the screen. A bit more on the pen later. Also in the box is a 135-watt smart AC power adapter, which is capable of charging the 6-cell 83-watt-hour lithium-ion battery from 0 to 50% in just under 30 minutes. HP reckon that the device is good for 9.5 hours of continuous use, so getting 4 hours and 45 minutes out of half an hour's charge is really not too bad at all. It is a lovely unboxing experience that leaves you smiling and ready for what is a really attractive device, although I do feel that the looks are subjective and won't appeal necessarily as much to everybody, as this isn't really the angular look that we're used to seeing from these types of laptops. It does have a curvy aesthetic to it. Kind of rounded off flat surfaces. There are nice metallic touches around the touchpad and the 360-degree hinges, and I like the placement of the speakers and the layout of the keyboard in general, with two relatively bassy Bang & Olufsen speakers per grille, and each grille placed either side of the keyboard. The keys feel nicely positioned and operate quietly. There is also a fingerprint scanner, camouflaged as a key in the bottom left corner. As well as the fingerprint scanner, you can also use the webcam to unlock the device with Face ID. The webcam has been improved over the last year, and this is now a 5-megapixel unit with some nice software touches to give you a much better Zoom or Teams calling experience than what you are necessarily used to with the average laptop. If you're not in the center of the frame, it will attempt to readjust to get the best possible image that it can. Plus, the bump in resolution makes the picture look a lot more like what you would expect from a brand new laptop in 2022. Sometimes these laptop webcams can be really underwhelming, and really in this day and age, there's no excuse for it. Under the hood, there's an Intel Core i7-11390H with an up to 5 GHz turbo boost, 12 megabytes of L3 cache, 4 cores and 8 threads. There is 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM running at 3200 MHz, 512 gigs of PCI Express M.2 SSD storage with 32 gigs of Intel Optane memory for storage acceleration. Graphics are handled by an NVIDIA RTX 3050 discrete graphics card with up to 4 gigs of memory. These are the basic specs of the laptop, which do put it in pretty good standing, but it would have been nice to have had a 12th gen processor for 2022 or even a couple of extra cores, but there are plenty of other goodies on board which make up for it, such as the screen, which is a UHD Plus touchscreen display with a resolution of 3840 by 2400 and a refresh rate of 60 Hz. It really is a beautiful display, and it is one of the main draws of the laptop. The edge-to-edge glass adds to that premium finish. It is an OLED, so we get very deep blacks and the colors really do pop. It is a great screen for both watching content and for creative apps, especially with the flexibility of that 360-degree hinge, allowing you to lay it flat. The size of the screen, I have found, makes it quite heavy if you try and hold it in landscape mode whilst it's folded, but if you turn it into portrait mode, there is still plenty of room to work with, and I find it much more comfortable and much more nicer to use. The HP pen works extremely well. It is a really nice addition to this device. Writing and drawing with it feels very natural, and I like how it feels in the hand. It is stowed away by a magnetic strip on the left-hand side of the screen. However, it does not charge this way. It took me a minute, but there is a charging port hidden away on the side of the pen, and this will use USB-C charging. Being a small battery, it won't take very long to charge and it should last for a very long time, as this is quite a low power device. The general performance I found to be very good for everyday tasks. With the Wi-Fi 6 connectivity, I managed to completely fill the hard drive with games and apps within about 45 minutes of turning it on. But I should say that this isn't really a gaming laptop, even though I filled it full with games already. For example, I found the performance on the HP Victor 16 to be better for gaming than on this device, even though they both have NVIDIA RTX graphics cards on board, and I think that they are the same graphics card. I think that this may be loaded up with an NVIDIA Studio driver, making it more suited to creative apps such as Photoshop, Premiere Pro, and so on. But moving on, and there isn't too much in the way of ports here, but what we do have here is top notch. We get two Thunderbolt 4s with USB 4 Type-C connections with a 40 gigabit signaling rate and USB power delivery. One of these is placed on the right hand side corner, which is a nice touch. There's also a micro SD card slot on this side. On the left side, there's a super speed USB Type A with a 10 gigabit signaling rate. It has a little mechanism on it that partially covers it when it's not in use. There's an HDMI 2.0B connector and a headphone jack microphone combination, which is placed on the other chamfer in the corner. Overall, this is a very competent and well-rounded laptop, powerful enough to get fairly heavy workloads done, stylish and long-lasting enough to confidently take out and about. I found that this is a great laptop for the family, as the high-resolution touchscreen and the pen make it very engaging for younger people. I wouldn't recommend it as a gaming laptop, but as a business machine, or something that's powerful and reliable enough to take away with you on trips or meetings, or for students learning things like 3D animation or 3D modeling, or just for a really nice laptop for the house, for the kids to learn on and watch content, then I think that the HP Spectre X360 16 is a great choice. But anyway, thank you for watching this episode of Pocket-lint. I hope you found it useful. If you did, leave us a like, leave us a comment, and I'll see you next time.